Today I'm going to show you how a third grade student would solve a division problem with an unknown part of that problem, okay, and not necessarily the quotient, okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to read through the problem first. So there are 24 desks in the classroom. The teacher puts 6 desks in each row. How many desks will there be? So when we look at a problem like this, we have our total up here, right? So this is our total, 24, and that's going to be, again, our dividend, all right? And then we have 6 desks. Those are the amount of objects that are in each row. So we're going to put that as the quotient. So what we're going to have to find today is the divisor. So the divisor is going to be how many rows of desks there are. So that we'll just name that R for rows. So our equation now is 24 divided by R equals 6. So we're going to be trying to solve this problem for this missing part of the equation. So in order to do that, one of the strategies that you can use is you can build an array like you would in multiplication, right? So we know that arrays are groups of objects. I usually make them as circles with students who are in third grade because it's easier. And as I go along, I'll show you ways that you can have your students make their workspace organized, because if it's not organized, there could be some, miscounting or miscalculations. So we know that there's 6 objects or 6 desks in each row, and we know that there's 24 desks altogether. So when I start to build my array, I'm going to put first a group of 6 desks. My 6 circles here represent a row of 6 desks, right? So altogether right now, I have 6 desks. I need to get to 24 because that's my dividend. That's my total. So again, I'm going to make sure that I'm lining my circles up underneath each other as I'm counting. If I'm good at skip counting and I just draw out my 6 desks in my array, I'm just going to say that this number is 12. If I'm not at that point yet in my learning as a third grade student, I can just use this first row as 6 and then go 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That will give me my total for my second row of desks. Now I'm not up to 24 yet, so I'm going to continue to go and count. Let's assume I can't skip count by 6s yet, so I'm going to go back and count, right? I'm at 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And the more students work on these kinds of problems, the more fluent they're going to become with their math facts. So we're at 18. Our dividend is 24. We got to continue to make another group of 6. So that's 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I have now reached 24 desks, just like is 24 desks in my dividend. So now I have reached my total. So now when I look to organize my array in a better way so that it's easier to read and I don't make any mistakes as a student, I'm going to divide these into the rows, okay? So I have 6 chairs in each row. So that's where my 6 comes in my array. And I have 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4. This 4 is going to be my divisor. I've divided 24 by 4 to get 6 in each row, right? 6 chairs in each row. So the answer to my question, the answer to this division problem with a missing divisor is R equals 4. So that's how we can use, a third grader would use an array to solve a missing divisor or any other missing part of a division problem to answer the question using this array. All right.